There was a father and 2 sons, and the youngest son asked for his inheritance.
Hey, I need my inheritance.
Fine.
The son then went to a foreign land and spent his money foolishly.
Oink.
Oink.
Then a famine
Oink.
hit the land, and the
Oink.
son needed to work
Oink.
in the fields for a citizen.
I need to go back to my father's as a servant.
Oink. 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 Oink.
Haha, I'm rich boy, yeah, woohoo, yeah.
Father,
Hush, boy. We need to get this boy a robe and a ring on his finger.
Okay, I will go get the robe.
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Voila.
Hey, what's with all the commotion?
Your brother has returned. Come celebrate with us.
Watch out. Your brother has returned. He was lost but is now found.
No!
Our story begins with a man traveling from Jerusalem to Jericho. He's walking along the desert path when he's spotted by robbers. The robbers attack him. They take all of his belongings and leave him beaten and half dead. He's laying there in need of aid when a priest walks by. However, the priest wants no part of it and continues his journey. Next, the Levite spots him. However, the Levite also does not want to help, and he continues his journey onward. Lastly, a Samaritan and his donkey come up. The Samaritan stops and sees that he's in need of help. He gets off of his donkey and helps pick him up and put him together and sets him on his donkey. Then the Samaritan takes him to the closest inn where he could find aid. He lays him in a bed and starts fixing him up. The Samaritan must go on though, so he pays the innkeeper to take care of them and says, "Use as much as you need and I'll pay you back later."
It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 princes, which should be over the whole kingdom, and over these 3 presidents, whom Daniel was first, that the princes might have accounts unto them, and the king should have no damage. Then this Daniel was preferred above the presidents and princes, because an excellent spirit was in him, and the king thought to set him over the whole realm. Then the presidents and princes sought to find occasion against Daniel concerning the kingdom, but they could not find none occasion nor fault, for as much as he was faithful, neither was there any error or fault found in him. Then said these men, we shall not find any occasion against this Daniel, except we find it against him concerning the law of his God.
Dear Lord, thank you for all that you have given me.
Hey, King, we think you should make a law that no one should pray to anyone except you.
I have made this new law where you can only pray to me.
Dear God.
Hey, we God, pray. Oh.
King, we caught Daniel praying to someone except you. We have to throw him into the lion's pit.
Throw Daniel in the lion's den.
Nice kitty.
The king stayed up all night, pacing back and forth. He was very worried for Daniel. Meanwhile, in the lion's den, the angels shut the mouths of the lions.
Daniel, did your God save you?
O King, God saved me. He shut the lions' mouths.
Throw those that tricked me into the lion's den.
No, please don't throw us into the lion's pit. Ah!
Roar!
Roar!
Here is a man going on a journey, who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them.
Here are 5 talents. Here are 2 talents. Here is 1 talent.
I'm going to invest in these talents.
I too am going to invest these talents.
I want to keep my talents safe, so I will bury mine.
Master, you entrusted me with 5 talents. See, I have gained 5 more.
Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness.
Master, you entrusted me with 2 talents. See, I have gained 2 more.
Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. Master, I know that you are a hard man, investing where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you. You wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed? Well, then you should not have put my money on deposit with the bankers, so that when I have returned, I would have received it back with interest.
The master then took the talent from the servant and cast him into the darkness.
Long ago, a man named Jesus Christ was teaching and preaching, and people from every village of Galilee and Judea and Jerusalem came to hear his teachings, and the power of the Lord was with him to heal.
People who are well don't need a doctor. As those who are sick, I am not here to make the righteous change their hearts, but their sinners.
Meanwhile, Bob and George are talking with their friend Steve, who is paralyzed.
We've been to every doctor in all of Galilee, and no one has been able to help Steve. There's no use. Sorry, Steve. We've done all we can do.
Wait, I heard about a man who has been healing the sick, the blind, and the lame everywhere he goes.
Yeah, I heard about him too. His name is Jesus. I say we go to him, and maybe he can help.
A large crowd has gathered in a house to listen to Jesus' teachings. It was standing room only. There was no way into the house.
Oh no, we can't get into the house. There's too many people here.
I have an idea. Let's go up to the roof and remove the tiles and lower Steve through the roof.
Come on, now. We're going to get you up here.
So Bob and George took their friend Steve to the roof of the house and removed the tiles to make an opening in the roof, and they began lowering Steve on his bed into the room with Jesus. Then Jesus said,
Man, your sins are forgiven.
Upon hearing this, many of the scribes and Pharisees began to question Jesus. They said,
Who does he think he is? Who can forgive sins but God alone?
Jesus knew what was in their hearts and answered them, saying,
Why do you question your hearts? What's easier to say, your sins are forgiven, or say, rise and walk? But that you may know that I have authority on earth and forgive sins. I say you pick up your bed and go home.
And immediately Steve rose up before them and picked up what he had been lying on and went home glorifying God. And all the people there were amazed, and they as well glorified God and were filled with awe, saying, We have seen extraordinary things today.
Word.
Wow, I am so great. Everybody bow down to my glorious idol, or else you shall burn in a fiery furnace.
Nebuchadnezzar is my life.
I love you.
He's on my baby.
Why aren't you bowing?
We only bow down to our God.
Roast them.
Just kidding. Anyone up for some go fish?
No, but I have Uno.
Why aren't they burning? Turn up the heat, guard.
Okay, boss. I'm melting.
Hey guys, bring enough cards for me?
Yeah, can we get a table in here?
What? Where did this guy even come from? This god of theirs seems to be pretty powerful. Even more so than me. Okay, that's it. You guys can come out now. Alright, so anyone that doesn't bow down to their god, I will literally chop into pieces. So now you guys are my besties. Promotion!
Yay!
This is Joshua. Joshua is the leader of God's people. One day, God told Joshua, You shall march around the city, all you men of war, you shall go all around the city once. This you shall do for 6 days.
I'm tired.
My feet hurt.
Are we there yet?
Is this going to take very long? I have to go to the bathroom.
It seems like we're going in circles.
Wait a minute. Haven't we seen this before?
On the 7th day, the Israelites walked around the city 7 times. After the 7th time, the priests blew their horns, the people shouted, and God's hand came down and destroyed the city of Jericho, only saving Rahab and her family, who helped them along the way.